Well, good afternoon. This morning, thousands of carpenters, electricians, plumbers, and laborers reported to work at construction sites around the 5 boroughs. As you know, their jobs are essential to the growth of the city. Whether it's new office towers at Ground Zero, new housing in Williamsburg, or new schools in the South Bronx, we need to build to grow. But safety is our #1 concern. Our priority is not to balance two competing forces, economic development and safety. It has to be safety. Safety of construction workers, safety of the public. No compromises and no excuses. Let me emphasize the importance that we assign to safety. 6 years ago, there were only 277 inspectors in the Department of Buildings. We have raised that to 461 inspectors, a 66% increase during the last 6 years. And last year, when I signed the new NYC construction codes into law, we announced a new 3-phase special enforcement plan for strategies for rigorously implementing worksite safety. We've backed the plan up with $12 million in new funding for 144 dedicated staff lines, including new inspectors and auditors, organized into multidisciplinary investigative and enforcement teams. And they are empowered to monitor and come down on developers, contractors, and others who repeatedly violate safety and zoning regulations. And that includes cracking down on illegal after-hours construction, unsafe demolitions of the interiors of buildings, dangerous sidewalk sheds, and serious construction site problems. The Buildings Department also conducted a 30-day safety sweep of the city to inspect more than 1,500 scaffolds and sidewalk sheds to make sure that they met safety standards. And since the deadly crane accident on March 15th, we've launched an unprecedented assessment of high-risk construction activities, including crane, concrete, and excavation operations. This study is being supported by a $4 million investment and will involve about 20 specialized engineering experts who will examine current industry practices in the field and conduct an in-depth analysis of our inspection protocols at sites across the city. And I think these steps will go a long ways to us ensuring that the conditions surrounding the city's construction workers meet every standard of safety so that they can go home to their families safely every night. But this year's unacceptably high number of construction fatalities underscores that we must do more. And that's why today our administration, joined by Council Speaker Christine Quinn and distinguished members of the construction industry, is standing here with us, as well as a number of city council members. And we are proposing an unprecedented set of comprehensive reforms designed to improve safety on construction sites throughout the 5 boroughs. The elements of these reforms, which the council will promptly begin holding hearings on and drafting legislation to carry them out, are intended to prevent more tragedies in the future. They are the product of months of work led by Deputy Mayor Ed Schuyler and have garnered support within the industry over the past week. The fact is, government cannot solve this problem alone, and the industry cannot solve this problem alone. Only by working together can we ensure that every possible precaution is taken to prevent injuries and deaths that have saddened and scarred so many New Yorkers. This legislative package will not only bolster the Buildings Department's intensified safety enforcement efforts, it will also fundamentally toughen its safety operations, and they will enhance the industry's own safety practices. The centerpiece of this agenda is a new and stronger system of regulating construction operations, and specifically those that carry the highest risk. For example, in our very heavily populated city, pouring concrete high above street level is extremely challenging. Last year, 60% of incidents involving material falling from construction sites in the 5 boroughs occurred during concrete operations. 7 of these incidents resulted in injuries or fatalities. Demolition work also presents numerous hazards. During 2007, 7 injuries and 3 fatalities happened during building demolition. To improve safety during these and other construction operations, we will implement stringent new oversight of subcontractors doing concrete and demolition work, and of general contractors.